guys. It's Brett and Rowena from Capital Vehicle Weighing, also known as AWeigh With Us. When we're travelling on the road, we thought we'd just have a chat to you about our Ford Ranger Next Gen, the setup we have set up for caravanning and off-roading. So we'll get into that and get started.
So basically what we wanted to do is a quick video to explain what we've done for our car. So just a couple of quick things before we start. This is the setup that we have chosen to do for our needs. We're not saying this is the only way, this is the way that you must do it. This works for us. And we've come to that conclusion based off customer feedback, weighing and seeing face-to-face, over 1,000 setups. Yep. So for us, for budget, for practicality, Ford Ranger Next Gen was the car that fitted all of our boxes. We have done some modifications. We do have an upgrade. We do travel legal, but let's break it down and see how we did it.
Yep. Okay, so we'll just talk about some of the accessories we got fitted. We've got the bull bar fitted. It's got an inbuilt LED light. Awesome for night timing. We did have spotties on there, but we took them off for better airflow. We just thought it was restricting our airflow having the spotties there, and we also opted for an extra transcooler in there, intercooler, which is helping when you're up and down hills. Not so much out here in the Kimberleys, but over on the east coast where you're up and down on the coastal areas, a lot of hills. So we've also got a few additional hitch points from ARB. They supplied those and fitted them. We also got the clear view extended mirrors. Again, if you're towing, these are a must, especially if you're going where we are now. We're on the Gibb River Road, and it's just corrugations. If you've got the clip-on ones, they're going to fall off. They're going to give you a nightmare. These things are great. You know, you can have them all the way out, or even you just have them just back in a little bit. As long as you can get good clear vision down the side, that's what you want them for. Now, we've put some aftermarket tyres on here. The original tyres are very ordinary. So we went some Wild Peak Faulkners, 265, 65. It's the 18-inch rim. So we're only slightly wider than the standard one. And let's have a look what else we've got on here. We've got a solar panel. We fitted that because we have a battery in the back. We've got a 120 amp lithium battery, which runs our fridge. And I'll just open this up here just quickly. Runs our fridge and all the other Starlink and things. Rowena will talk about that in a second.
All right, so inside our car, our Ranger is a Wild Track. So stock standard, it does come with leather seats. For this trip, we were a little bit worried about how leather seats would go with so much heat out here in the Kimberleys, and also wear and tear with dust and things. So we fitted neoprene seat covers to our car. These are from Dingo Tail. They fit really well. They've got the orange stitching, so it still looks like the Wild Track Ranger. Very happy with them. We've been able to jump in here with wet swimmers on after swims, and then it dries out. Dust has just wiped off. Definitely happy with these. We also have got upgraded mats, yes. Our plastic rubber mats, and you can see that they are coping with the dirt really well. It just means that we can jump in and out of the car and not worry about our carpet. I love these. Can't rave about them enough.
Yeah.
Our most important safety feature that we always talk about with our customers is our UHF radio. We always have this on Channel 40 when we're on the highways. It is your communication between other travellers. So we've got that where we can both reach it depending on who is driving or what availability. Safety Dave camera. So with our Ranger, when we changed over from tub to tray and we've got the canopy on the back, we now can't see out of our rear view mirror. So we have the Safety Dave system that works with our van and with the canopy. It means that when we're driving around town, we can see out the back safely. When we hitch up the van, we've got vision out of the back of the van, and that just helps to give you that extra view of what's happening beside you. The other thing we've fitted to our car for this trip is a dash cam. It's just there for another safety and security function on the car. Touch wood, we haven't had to use it for anything too serious, but it's just another little reassurance that we've got to assist us if we needed to review anything. In the back of the car, we do have this little, this was just a cheap offline, but it's been really, really handy. It's just a little net. We can put our drink bottles or our piece of fruit in there where we can reach it. It just saves reaching over. It also gives us a little bit of a protection barrier. In the back of our car, we have got, we just again got it offline, a dog seat protector to be able to cover the seats and contain some items. If you've been weighed with us, we always talk about weight distribution and how important it is to ensure that you really distribute weight between your axles as much as possible. So we have on the ground low, heavy Brett's tools, our mats, spare case of water, and then in the back seat we've just got a paddleboard, portable solar blanket, but this just keeps it contained and secure and out of sight. One of the best things we've had this trip has been this device here that Brett made for us. We got some elastic cord from BCF, and he's run it between the two door handles. It's great because it means we can put our hats up here for storage, quickly grab them, quickly store them up there. They're out of the way. Really, really love that one. That is the inside of our car.
Okay, so with our trip we're doing on this one at Kimberley, we got ourselves a rooftop tent because what we're doing, we're going to a couple of remote spots. We're going up to like Mitchell Falls, Clumbaroo, that's the one. And also we went to the Bungle Bungles. So we left our van at the Bungle Bungles Caravan Park, and then we drove with our car in, and we spent 2 days in there with the rooftop tent. And we're going to do the Mitchell Falls as well, and we'll do the same thing. We'll leave our van at Drysdale, and then we'll continue on with our car. So it's set up for remote camping as well as pulling the van. So we've got the rooftop tent on here. So got our motop awning, which folds right out. And with our rooftop tent, we spent a bit of time researching these, and these weigh about 38 kilos. So that was really important to us because obviously weight's very crucial. So 38 kilos. We found a lot of the hard top ones were up near the 100 kilo mark, and I just couldn't justify it because you've got so much weight with your tow ball weight and whatever, all the other goods you got in the back of your car, your fridge, bits and pieces. It's just too heavy. So that's what we went for, that one. Another addition we have is an ARB air compressor. So we've got it set up in here, and we have our outlet valve at the back of our toolbox. So I carry a little blow hose and a spare airline, gloves, and I have my jumper pack just in case we need a jump. That's in there. And with our tyres, what we normally on our black top on the highways, we're running at the back about 45 psi. The front ones are 40. Now here on the Gibb, we've dropped this down. We're down to 35 on the front and 35 on the back and 30 on the front.
The thing we realised that we really wanted to have for this trip was Starlink on the go. We found that it was really important for us with the business and for our family to be able to be in touch with us pretty much everywhere. So what we did was we were able to set up our Starlink. We're using the Gen 3 normal Starlink. It's fitted to the car, so it's permanently attached there. And then Brett has set up the system for us. We've used the RV Wi-Fi system. So basically, we have the RV Wi-Fi that powers the Starlink dish, and we have the RV Wi-Fi that sends out the signal from the dish to to our phones, gives us our Wi-Fi. So we don't need to use the Starlink modem. What it means is that we had to wire up the modem. We can use the 5G RV Wi-Fi with a SIM card with a chip in it so that it can use 4G or 5G. Or when we're completely out of range and we're wanting to use the Starlink, the Dishy dock, which is the RV Wi-Fi Dishy dock, that's what converts it to 12 volt power. So what that means is wherever our dish sees the sky, we have Starlink. And we've had it pretty much the whole trip. Every now and then we'll get under a tree and we might need to move, but it's stayed up on the car majority of the time. It doesn't have to be completely aligned like it does when it's on the ground. It's just given us the ability to run TV into the van without any problems. We've got phone, laptops in the car, on the go. Really, really happy with this system.
And we've been fine with that air pressure. With the corrugation, we've just been able to just skim across the top of them at 40 to 60 kilometres an hour, no problems at all. So we're quite happy with that. Everyone's different. You just got to find that right happy medium for your tyre pressures. And get weighed. If you get weighed from someone, they should be able to tell you what your tyre pressures are for the blacktop, and then you've got to then obviously let them down when you're on the gravel. And depends on if it's sandy, if it's hard, rocky surface. It all depends on that. But that's what we've got on ours. With an extra protection, what we did with our car, we went some bigger mud flaps, a little bit longer, and they're a little bit wider. With the ute, they come out with just these little tiny, flimsy little mud flaps. So we spoke to Lovell's, and good old Lovell's. They looked after us and they sent us some mud flaps. But what I did here on the front, to stop those rocks flicking back around, when we took off our tub, I reused our old mud flap, the Ford mud flap, which is on the tub, and I screwed it here. That's stopping the rocks from coming right around and peppering the paintwork here. And it's helped a lot. Yeah.
For us, when we were building the car, we needed a ute with a tray on it. With our work, that's how our setup is. So our Ranger, when we got it, had the tub on it, the standard wild track tub with the electric roller shutter. One of the first changes we did was we pulled that off and got the tray installed. Now, when we did that, we added 27 kilos. So changing from tub to tray with gates, 27 kilos. In addition to that, we obviously put our box on here. Now, when we built our box, we only went a shorter box so that we don't have a full leverage on our tray. We really try to keep our weight packed so that it's centered over the axle. We do have upgraded suspension in our car. That's something we had to do for safety, comfort, and legally. So our car has got Lovell's suspension and GVM upgrade. Our overall GVM rating is now 3,700 kilos. That's up from standard 3,350. Our front axle, it has a rating of 1,640. And our rear axle, we have a rating of 2,120, and that's up from 1,959. With our upgrades and with our setup, we are well and truly under our weights, but we do have that upgrade so that when we do tow and we add that extra weight, we're definitely covered for safety and for legally. So our kit at the moment, when we're not towing, about 3,200 kilos. Rear axle, when we're not towing, about 1,700 kilos.
Okay, our fuel consumption now, when we're on the blacktop, we're probably sitting around about 18 most of the time. We've got a 140 litre tank in here, a long range tank, which we find that quite helpful because, you're getting that sort of mileage, 18 to, and if you're on the dirt roads, you'll be getting up into, and hilly sections, you might be getting up to the 20 litres. So 140 litre tank's great. You'll find that it'll be so much better than having to top up all the time. It's really practical. In
summary, that's our Ranger, how we set it up for towing our van long distance. and being able to do some camping at the same time. So just for some clarification as well, our van, we have a red centre Kimberley, and while we're travelling on this trip, it's loaded up to about 3,100 overall. When we're hitched up and towing, we're pulling about 2,800 to 2,900 kilos. Our Ranger has been doing it fantastic, no problems at all. What would you say in summary?
Oh, look, the Ranger does it easy. You know, it's a V6. Yeah, like Land Cruiser or a Chevy or something like that. Yeah, okay, it's big V8 and they cruise along. But this thing, awesome. It never struggles. It just purrs along.
Value for money, it's definitely our pick for youths and for the average people. And look, driving around everywhere, every night we pull into caravan parks, what do we see?
Yeah, Ranger, yeah. And look, yeah, there's always going to be critics who'll say, oh, this and that. You got a Toyota or, you know, I like the Isuzu. But overall, we've had them all. We think this one's probably the best at the moment.
Thank you so much for watching our video. We do have lots more videos about hints and tips on towing, caravanning, weights and compliance. You can follow us on social medias with AWeigh With Us and capital vehicle weighing. When we're back down south, we're in Canberra weighing most of the time, New South Wales South Coast, but we are travelling back through WA and South Australia. So if you're looking at getting weighed and you're not sure where to go, who to reach out to, certainly jump on our website, jump on our Facebook page, have a look. We are members of the Mobile Vehicle Weighing Association of Australia. So if we can't help you, we can definitely put you onto somebody in your area that is part of the association to ensure you're getting the right service and the right information.
Yep, I highly recommend it. As I said, we've seen quite a few casualties on the Gibb River on our trip so far, where people have rolled them over, broken axles, and just talking to someone who knows and has done it will help you out a lot.